Good morning. Today is Friday, June 3rd, 2022. Chloe, Colton, and I are happy to be sharing this morning's announcements with you. We are from Mrs. Stovacek's third grade class. Let's begin as we do each day by honoring our flag with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand, place your right hand over your heart, and we'll begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please return to your seats now. Please welcome Chloe with more of today's news.
Good morning, students and staff. The forecast is calling for sunny skies over Olmsted Falls. The high temperature should reach 67 degrees. 76. The cafeteria will be serving us a healthy lunch today. Lunch buyers can choose either pizza or hamburger. Now please welcome Colton.
Thank you, Chloe. Attention teachers, don't forget to nominate a standout student for being their Bulldog Best at school this week. And now for this week's Bulldog Best winners.
Good morning, Falls on Ox. Today is Friday, June 3rd. I hope everyone's having a great start to your day. We have our last list of third grade Bulldog Best Award winners for the school year. So let's get started with those names. In Mrs. DeRay's class, Emily Harbison. Mrs. Marsco, Kellen Salmon. Mrs. Richmond Smith, Lily Harbor. Mr. John Henry, Lainey Rich. Mrs. Petro, Annika Rayo. Mrs. Reines, Elise Dusenberry. Mrs. Tovacek, Jordan Maddox, and in Mrs. Pajetska's class, Fiona Fagan and Kaylee Patel. Congratulations to our third grade Bulldog Best Award winners. Great job. After the morning show, you can head down to the lobby and get your picture taken and select a book from the vending machine. All right, we also have some copying good slips to read. We will get started with Ava in Mrs. Sheely's class. Ava was being responsible in music. We have Owen in Mrs. Seeker's class. Owen was helpful in art. We have Ahmad in Mrs. Herman's class. Ahmad was helpful in music. Vivian in Miss Doherty's class. She was also following directions in music. We have Illy in Mrs. Petro's room. Illy was responsible. And we have, Macy Garver in Mrs. Reines' room. Macy was responsible. She helped the sub and completed all of her work. Great job, Macy. And we have two teachers who were caught being good. We have Mrs. Pate, and a student in her class wrote, Mrs. Pate has always been kind to all of us. So congratulations, Mrs. Pate. And Mrs. Sheely was caught being good. Mrs. Sheely was helping a student and sticking up for a student. So great job, Mrs. Sheely. That's from Harper. All right. I hope everyone has fun today at Field Day. Be safe, respectful, responsible, and kind. Enjoy all of the games and activities. Have a wonderful Friday, and have a great weekend.
Okay, artists, it's finally time to let you in on the secret of why we've been collecting these water bottles. David Chihuly is a glass artist that makes these amazing sculptures that are made out of glass, but we can't work with glass, but we think they're really cool, so we want to make our own Chihuly-inspired sculpture. So we are going to use our water bottles to make sculptures just like these. And how do we do that? Well, we got to get colors on them. You can use any colors you want in any pattern you want. We're going to start with our Sharpies. Again, all the colors are there. You get to use any colors you want. Grab your bottle and grab the first color you want to use. Now, a couple of tips here about coloring your bottles. Start at the top and work your way down. Now, it's important to note that while you are coloring, the ink is permanent and it will stick to the plastic, but not right away. You have to let it dry for a little while before it will not rub off on your hands. See here, if I rub my finger against it, the ink's going to come off. It won't do that after a little while, but you got to give it time to dry. So if I get one of my bottles that I colored earlier today, and I rub my finger against it, no color comes off. So you want to be careful not to rub the wet ink. The second thing I want you to notice is I am not crushing the bottle. You do not have to press hard, and it is not there to make noise. We worked very hard to collect all these bottles, and it's important that you are respectful of the project we are trying to make. Do not crush the bottles and make them flat, or try to make silly noises, or just try to impress your friends with what you can do with them. We are going to make a piece of artwork, and I need you guys to take that pretty seriously. And I'm going to speed up the time it takes me to color this bottle, just so we're not sitting here forever. Notice that I'm coloring the whole bottle. I'm not leaving a lot of space, and I'm being very careful about making sure that I get the whole thing covered. I'm also holding it from the bottom so that I don't rub up against my hand to get ink on it. Finally, I am not crushing the bottle to make it flat. It is still round. And there you go, a colored bottle. The next step, you can either ask an adult to help you with, or you can give it a try yourself. So you're going to grab a pair of scissors, and you're going to kind of make a little pinch in the bottom. And when you make a pinch in the bottom, you're just going to make a little hole. And once you have your little hole, you stick your scissors in there, and you cut off the bottom. If you don't have time to do this, it's okay. We can put it in the pouch and do it later. So the bottoms, do not go on the ground. They go in a trash can. Please do not put any plastic on the ground for us to clean up later. And that goes for all your stations, by the way. Let's be polite. Now, notice my scissors are at an angle, and I'm going to cut up and cut a spiral. Notice that I am angling upwards. I'm not cutting rows or circles out. I'm cutting up to cut a spiral shape into the bottle. Once your spiral is cut, you can drop it into the bucket, and it will become part of our Chihuly sculpture. And one final note, you have a lot of adults out there who are trying to make today an extra special and fun day for you. Please remember to say please and thank you at all times. Do not demand things of adults or interrupt them when they are trying to help people. This is very important to make sure today goes smoothly, and we want to make sure everyone has a good time. Thank you so much for helping to collect all the bottles for this amazing project. You guys have been fantastic, and I can't wait to see you later on today. Have a lot of fun.
If you heard your name announced, please report to the front lobby immediately after the morning show. That's our news for today, and have a fabulous Friday, everyone. And let's go, Falls!